Hey ladies, welcome back to the channel, Being a Minister's Wife. My name is Chandra, and I'm so grateful that you came to hang out with me for a little bit today. Today I want to talk about something I like to call caught in the net. Tell me if this sounds familiar. Life was rolling along and you were minding your own business, and one day your husband comes in and he says, "Hey, I need to talk to you about something." And you're like, "Okay, what's going on?" Because of course we like to talk. So yeah, let's talk. And he says, "Well, I've been called to preach." And you're like, "Oh, okay." And maybe it didn't catch you off guard, but now that he's making it official, maybe you had some ideas, you had some thoughts, some positive things happen. Maybe some of us got excited about some things that we thought about a few things, and we're like, okay, because maybe in the church and that you worship, maybe that's a positive. Maybe you saw all positives. But for some, maybe the idea was, well, I was really just okay being Mrs. Smith or Mrs. Brown or Mrs. Washington or Mrs. Harris. But now this is going to make me Mrs. Minister's wife and Mrs. Pastor's wife. And so now the external expectations I may make me feel a little bit like I got caught in the net. So let's think for a minute about how a net works. Wait, how a net works? Yeah. So how does a net work? Professional fishermen who they don't just drop a net and get only the fish that they want. When the net goes down, it picks up everything in its path. And so that means it gets the good, the bad, the ugly, the unintended, along with the intended. They catch fish, yes, but sometimes they also catch seaweed and shells and even things that they didn't plan to get tangled up in a net. And so what do? Here's the good part. When God tugged on the coat of tail of your husband, he already knew what was coming with him. He didn't just call your husband, he caught you too. Whether he found you before marriage or after, you were not an accident. You were part of the plan. Your husband can be as effective as he is because of you, because you're the one who makes sure that the things that he needs that support him get done. Maybe you make sure that he has the white shirts that he needs. Maybe you make sure they get him to the laundry. Maybe you just make sure he has something on his stomach before you go out. Or maybe you give him the quiet time and you take the children out while he's trying to study and you take them out so the house can be quiet. Or maybe you see something, you picked up the right set of socks. Who knows? But I just promise you that from my experience in this, you are the diamond in the design. Absolutely. Think about this. Jesus said in Matthew 4:19, "Follow me and I'll make you fishers of men." Why did he pick that phrase? Well, one reason is because he was talking to a set of fishermen. But then here's the other one. Sometimes God has to reach way down to pick us up. He has to come and get us from where we are. So here's how I see this. You could have been doing anything. God could have picked him when you were not with him. And for some of us, that's the case. So if you were with him, y'all may have gone out. I'm just saying it, think about it like a fish. Let's say him the fish, you the fish, y'all go out on a date. And then he gets the tug, right? All right. So he gets the tug and you come along. Well, let's say maybe he didn't. Maybe God called him before he met you. Well, I got a solution for that too. Because guess what? I believe that God has to polish us all before he brings us together. Some couples do very well growing up together, but some couples individually need to develop and then they can come together and be a power couple. So when your husband answered the call, the net went out. And in that net, God made sure that you were included. So you're not here by chance, you're here by choice. God's choice. So don't get discouraged if you sometimes feel like seaweed in the net. You're not sure, or maybe you're not sure why you're here or if you're even useful. God has a purpose for everything and everyone that he caught in his net. And that includes us. That includes you. We are not caught by mistake. We did not get thrown back. We are valuable. That's that thing where you catch what you plant, but then you get some extra. Remember, you're not just tagging along on your husband's call. You're part of the divine design. I told you, you're the diamond in the design. God doesn't make mistakes, and other people may question, and we have to get in the habit of not listening to them. Because other people will question if you're the right fit or the right one or have the right look. But who asked them? When God designed and He decided to pick up your husband, and whether you were with him or on your way, and he was on his way to get you, it was not for them to decide. He didn't ask their advice. This is God's business, and He knows what He's doing. He knows the type of person you are. He knows what you need, and He been working on you. And so He caught you, and He caught you on purpose. So as we begin this sister support journey, I want you to remember, whether you're a lady first or a first lady, keep your head up, keep your heels down, and keep your heart in the hand of the Master. Until next time, you are not caught by mistake.